Yet another lie exposed. As we continue with this crusade against these worthless mutants and their enabling owners. Didn't we hear that dog bite expert, that dog behaviorist? She's not the only one. But didn't we hear her say that dogs never attack for no reason? That there is always a predatory component or a fear component. This dog jumped inside of the van to attack a child. The child died. Jumped inside of a van. There's a lot going on in that scenario already that debunks this idea that dogs only attack because of a fear component or a predatory component. When you say predatory component, you are admitting that they attack for no reason. What are you talking about? Do you understand these people have doctorate degrees in the field that they're talking about in these articles, posing as some sort of educated person when you have just been programmed to regurgitate a bunch of political nonsense to keep the dog industry alive? Where is the predatory component in all dog attacks? It's everywhere. That covers a lot of areas. When you say that there is a predator, you're not only talking about the dog chasing a moving person, someone jogging or on a bike. No, predatory component covers more situations than that. They cover this situation where there is no possible way this child inside of a van is a threat to that mutt. Once again, it did not try to eat the child. They kill for blood because they enjoy killing. Bloodthirsty, demonic mutants. Tell me this is not the closest thing on earth to a demon. No way is this child inside of a van a threat. That mutt jumps inside the van to kill the child. It says, quote, "We believe that Frankie was alone in the caravan with the dog as he was attacked. There were sounds of disturbance and sounds of distress coming from that caravan. And immediately on hearing that, members of the public ran towards it and attempted to render first aid to Frankie." And this is another problem. People are getting caught up in this role of being a hero, which is causing them to ignore being proactive. You see a lot of stories and all they want to emphasize is how heroic the doctors were, the nurses were, the people who got the dog off of the child. In the report I did in the video, in my most recent video, they were praising that mother for being heroic, building up a barricade and taking her child. And they want to end it on that note. No, you're not done. What can we do to stop this from happening? They refuse to ask the obvious question in response to such severe and gruesome scenarios. Those are the types of scenarios that you want as a community to prevent from happening, to put a stop to it before it happens. Notice how they never, ever, ever talk about this. Breed-specific laws that gives the owner a higher fine after the attack and requires them to carry a higher premium, whatever, does nothing to stop this from happening. The only thing that will stop it is if we wipe this planet clean of these worthless, overgrown, demonic rats. They are absolutely useless. The negative impact they have on society is at 100. And the benefits they provide to society is at 1%, if that. I don't give a damn about the emotional state being uplifted by these dog nuts who claim to have them for therapy. Find some other way to uplift your mood. You don't go out and get a deadly creature and expose others to the threat of that creature and think it makes sense because it helps you to be in a better mood when it licks you. How do these crazy, deranged people have the advantage in our laws? Because they spend money. Their retarded way of thinking translates into money. And that is probably the path the people who are against the existence of these creatures need to take, because that is the only thing society responds to. What are you putting your money towards? So this story shoots down that entire narrative by your top most professional dog behaviorists about how there is always a predatory. Yes, there's a predatory component, but you better be clear about that. It has a lot more to do with than moving objects, moving people who the dog decides to chase. No, this also involves you minding your business, being in a side of a car, a child inside of a car at that, and a mutt jumping inside of it to kill you. That is the most out of control, most unacceptable type of behavior that could possibly come from an animal. If that type of behavior does not warrant that that creature is outlawed, what type of behavior does? How much worse does it have to get than that? You know what? This is why I can't talk about this too often, because I can't get riled up like this every single day. And it stresses me out talking about you nutcases. You people are just absolutely, you are crazy to the point where you make other people crazy with rage because of how your stupidity impacts the society as a whole. You are making this possible by being so damn crazy. Let me end it on that note. I'm going to post this link on my channel so that it is always there as proof, evidence against this nonsense that comes from their most educated behaviorists. I can't remember her name right now, but this is for you. Your take on why dogs attack, really all of you who claim there's always a reason that dogs attack. There is evidence, unlimited, that proves that to be an outright lie. The problem has been that nobody is calling you out on these lies. Things are changing now.